Welcome to Come to Mama, where we're nurturing souls. I wanted to come on today. It is June the 8th, and I wanted to nurture some souls today. I hope everyone is doing all right now, and I know the energy's been kind of thick and difficult. It's been a lot of distractions, so I hope that everybody is finding it easier to in their easiest way to stay on task with their path of what you are trying to do or be or what your life path is. Okay, so I'm going to pull a couple of cards. I'm going to pull from my favorite one, which is the magical herb, and I wanted to see what spirit has, and then I'm also going to pull from the cosmic journey oracle. Okay, and just a brief little explanation of what I mean about the energy being thick and distractions and things like that is because the energy is so powerful right now, that we are being assisted by the universe to get on our paths, whatever it may be, whatever you're creating, whatever you're finding out is something that you should be doing when you incarnated on this planet. But there's a lot of distractions. Personally, I had my father passed away, then just a lot of family stuff going on. It's just very distracting and very emotional and just a lot. So, I understand if people are going through things. I mean, whether it be at your job, your relationships, whatever it may be, it's definitely some distractions just to get you off task, right? So get back on task. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull. Earlier, I pulled some cards just for myself, and I got guidance, right? I pulled some for my daughter the other day, and guidance keeps coming up. So guidance can mean anything. I mean, it can mean um, asking for guidance when you pray. It could be having a mentor that is guiding you, or a teacher, or, um, just someone guiding you through the path right now. And maybe it might need that you need to ask for guidance. Okay. So I'm a believer in that. I have my spirit guides that are with me, that are helping me on my path. And so when I get stuck or things get stagnant, I always ask for knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And but whatever belief system that you believe in, I am not any specific religion, though I do believe there is a creator, and so whatever you see fit in your own spirituality and your own relationship with spirit is, your own, and you can ask for knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. If it's in particular about how to get through something, how to learn something new, it's all about knowledge and wisdom and understanding, giving you the ability to understand what you're being told. You know, um, so just keep those things in mind as you're moving forward. Okay, so I'm gonna put. Oh, a card just fell out. So two cards fell out. The first card is, well, the first card is freedom, and the second one is radiate. Okay, it looks like mugwort. Let me find my glasses. Mugwort, and that means, coming out of the cage, opening your mind, being free, um to in the world, shining the light on you, shining on the light on what it is that you need to be doing, that you can do freely, um without feeling like you're, stuck or stagnant. You're free, you're flowing, right? Then radiating is the sun. And in the background, I don't know if you can see the picture, it's the sun radiating down, right? And when you have the freedom and you are living on the path of what it is that you are supposed to be doing, and that's something that you need to be figuring out about you, then it will radiate from you. You will radiate others. You will, when people see you, they'll feel the energy radiating from you, which will lure them actually more into wanting to know what you're talking about and what you're doing, because it's a feeling, right? It's almost like you're radiating, a feeling, a frequency to them of them wanting to know more, so if that is something that you should be doing in your life path, um, whether it be like a tarot card reader, whether you're a psychologist, if you're um, uh, just a life coach, people can feel, if you resonate with them, they can feel your energy. It radiates. And then that is what's going to bring them towards you and attract them towards you, right? Protect yourself though. Okay, be careful. Like, um there's a lot going on in the world right now, and it's a lot of people lost, and rightfully so, because things are being revealed into this world that we would never think. And when your reality is snatched from up under you, it is traumatic. It can be traumatic. Everything that you ever thought you knew, um, everything that was the foundation for you, when it comes crumbling down. People are grasping and trying to hold on to whatever they can, and they can get a hold of other people or try to stick to other people. And when these people have their own issues that they're not dealing with, then they're going to be basically pulling you down. It's like saving somebody who's drowning, right? You get them and you tell them, don't move, just let me hold you, don't move, don't move. They're fighting, blah, 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 and they're pulling you down, and you could drown virtually with them too. So you need to be careful when you're dealing with people. You need to have an angle on how you want to deal with people. You need to do whatever spiritual practices that you need to do to protect yourself. And you need to have boundaries with people and let them know, hey, I can see what this is. I may be able to help you. And this is as far as I'm willing to go. And I can't go any further than that because it can't spill over in my life. Okay. I can give you the tools, I can give you the water, but I can't make you drink. Simple as that. Okay. So we're going to read in the magical herb what message from spirit. And that's number 23. The herb is mugwort. Mugwort is good, I think, for dreaming. Yep. All right. So freedom. Look up this word. Look up mugwort. And see exactly what that herb provides. Okay. So step back and observe, because you are being given the opportunity to find pathways to the freedom you desire. Meditation, divination, and visionary practices will help you find and explore major themes right now. You are being reminded to take heed of an intuitive experience or message you may have either ignored or not really understood. Now, today is a time to trust what you feel inside, what you know to be your personal truths, and take the road to the freedoms it will offer. Remember, what is right for others will not necessarily be right for you. Listen to your own heart. This touches my heart because as I've been on my spiritual journey, I will always be on my spiritual journey. As long as I am in this 3D world, I'm always seeking more knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of self so that it helps me deal with the world. Okay. But what I noticed recently was I had an incident with some family members, and usually I was a very passive person. I was a very passive child. I would not speak up for myself. I would let other people, um, I would be too afraid, is what I was. But as I have, gotten my boundaries, learned more about me, understanding why I behave the way I have, um, what are my past traumas and issues in my life, and I've understood these things. When I no longer betray myself and I speak up for myself, it feels good. Before, it used to feel bad. And I used to ask myself, why does it feel bad? It was because I didn't want to hurt somebody's feelings, because I didn't want to hurt someone else. So I would take the bulk of the pain on me, or just the bulk of, the energy of someone doing something, and then later on feel like a victim. I don't want to be in victim mode. I don't want to be a victim, because everything is a choice. And when I know that, I can make the choice, and I've chose to speak up. Speak up. Sometimes it ain't gonna come out nice either. And sometimes I will have understanding and caring and love. But it just depends on the situation. People are gonna try you. They are. Especially the people who think that that you're that same old person, that they could take advantage of and be disrespectful to you. And so sometimes you have to pop off. Sometimes you got to let them know. All right. And so what I find is that the more that I have a right to voice how I feel. And as I said in the last video, the way I felt was is that people gave me the vibe as though I did not deserve to have an opinion, or I did not deserve to be a part of something, or and so I'm not a victim. What I know is that if my opinion, or if my presence, or my being, other person like me or you. There's no one else like me or you. So I'm not supposed to see it your way. And if you get angry with me because I won't bend, well, so be it. You got to deal with that, right? And so, because people will gaslight you too, and they'll manipulate you, and they'll play with your emotions if you allow them to. So what you must learn to do is have your boundaries, know thyself, continue to try to have them know yourself, so that you know how to interact with the world. And what I'm learning to do now is speak up more. And it's liberating. And I don't feel like I betrayed myself any longer. I feel as though I am, I had a right to say what I had to say. And I feel that, I don't care what I get out of them for it. It was more about me. And so I'm making these things a practice, right? Because, like this thing says with freedom, like, intuitively we know a lot and we can feel a lot, especially right now. So don't put your feelings on the back burner. There's a reason why you feel the way that you feel. And until you get to the bottom of it, don't let anybody convince you that you're wrong for feeling the way that you're feeling. Okay. There's a difference between victim mode, and then there's a difference between um, the wisdom or being aware. Okay. So victim is, woe is me. Nobody loves me. How come everybody treats me like that? And being aware is that, oh yeah, these motherfuckers is over here talking crazy. They're acting, behaving this way, and then they don't want to be responsible for their actions. So I'm going to let them know, like, when it comes to me, you're overstepping your boundaries. Back off. I'm going to pop off at you. Back off. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. I'm aware. You're being aware of what's going on. You're not blaming anybody. You're not blaming yourself. And you're going to let yourself know, like, you interact in a way that you're going to protect yourself. Your masculinity is going to take over if it has to, right? So let's talk about radiate. And that's a freedom to me. That is a freedom. It's a freedom that I have not experienced much because I've always been more of a people pleaser to make sure that everybody else is fine and everybody's okay. But then the suffering and the betrayal of my own self, it hurts me. It hurts me. And so I cannot any longer, as a spiritual being having a human experience on this planet, allow myself to continue to be hurt or be in pain or suffer at the hands of someone else. So be it if you're mad. So be it if you don't want to deal with me. If you do, well, then let's come together and let's make it fair. Or I ain't messing with you, period. Right? Because I deserve to have my feelings and be who I am. It's just my sovereign right as a being. Okay. Radiate the next card. Let's see. All right. And that is turmeric. While a conflict is indicated, there is the chance to step up and overcome challenges. The truth is about to come out, and you need to make sure you are on the right side of it. Keeping a positive attitude during any setbacks or delays is also incredibly important at the moment. There seems to be opposing views or goals, and careful. Though strong negotiations will need to be undertaken to navigate a way forward, an improvement in health and happiness is shown. Be careful not to give in to the pressure that could cause additional stress because there are better times and greater opportunities on the way. Excuse me. Wow. Okay. And that was the message for me because there's just been so much going on. You'll get lost in the sauce and you'll get distracted, and then you start, you go into victim mode, and that's something that I refuse to do at this point. I will do what I can to keep the peace in a lot of situations, but I will not step down when it's something that's affecting me or spilling over in my life. I can't do that. And so what I'm saying is speak up. You know, it's hard to do. It's hard when when you're not used to doing it. But when you're aware that you must, or you lose out, you know, and spiritually, you have to be you're in a position to give as well. We're always you If you're always giving the benefit of the doubt, or you're always giving people their way, are you in a position where you're able to receive? Because it's important to be able to give, and it's also very spiritual and important to receive. Okay, because the universe wants to give things to you, but if you're always in a mode of, you know um, people pleasing, or throwing yourself into someone else, and it's really a codependency, and you're depending on other people to make you feel secure or happy or whatever the case may be, then you're not receiving the things that you need in your life from the universe, or the what it wants to give you. You're giving the idea that you're just a give, 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 but you don't need anything. And we all need things in our lives. We all need it. And it may not be a material thing that you need, but it may be something, you know, um, spiritual, or it may be something, it may be a favor that's done, but if you don't open up your mouth because you don't feel like you deserve it, you're not putting yourself in a position to be able to receive. Okay. So giving, it's a balance. We need balance. Okay. So if you're balanced, if you're out of balance, then situations just not going to work out right. So what we want to try to do is get things in balance, right? And those people that were around, whether it be friends or family, if it's something that's constantly spilling over to our lives, this is when we need to make the determination of, are these people supposed to be in our lives? Because if it's just a constant chaos, issue, problems, and it's painful all the time, I don't believe that any of us are meant to sit here and be in pain, you know, all the time. Because, and I think that the pain comes in when we're supposed to be paying attention to why this is happening. What are we doing that is allowing certain things to happen? The pain comes in as a alarm, almost the a mental and the hurt, not just the physical pain. I'm talking about your feelings being hurt, that kind of pain. You need to. Well, if it ain't healthy for you, I'm gonna keep showing you signs. I'm gonna them throw them little darts at you, and you got to pay attention. Okay, you have to reflect. Okay, now I'm gonna get some cards from the Cosmic Oracle. Spirit, what messages? Okay, out of the mess comes elegant order, almost like chaos after chaos. Then comes order. Let's see if there's a bottom of the deck. See through the perfectly purple lenses of your galactic destiny. Let's see. So out of the mess comes elegant order, right? Out of everything that's going on right now, just so much, don't get lost in the sauce, baby, because it's all being revealed for a reason so that you can move forward. If it's being snatched from you, it wasn't for you, baby. Okay, it wasn't for you. And you can cry your tears, and it's okay to acknowledge, but just be aware that spirit got something better for you. And if you hold on to things so tight, your fingers is gonna get snatched off at this point. That's where spirit's at. There's something else in store for you. Okay, baby. You need to understand that. So you decided to wake up, or else why did you draw me? Huh. I'll have to read that and see what that is. All right, let's read. Let's see what the messages are. 20. Out of the mess comes elegant order. Everybody looks messy in the middle. If you knew that you would be more allowing of the messes that show up. Oh, I'm sorry. So let me put it in the right context. Everybody looks messy in the middle. If you knew that, you would be more allowing of the messes that show up. The universe is always seeking order and novelty at the same time. The novelty creates new ideas, pathways, and variations. The order creates coherence and consistency. Realize the chaos, confusion, and turmoil are exactly what's needed now. Otherwise, you'd come to the same exact thought that thousands of others have had before you. Nobody thinks they want a mess, but what if that is necessary to create something bigger and grander? Baking is full of broken eggs and spilled flour, but then the alchemical process turns our mess into a delicious cake. Don't sweep the mess under the rug. Embrace, acknowledge, and appreciate each one. It's reassuring to know there are no more breakthroughs without breakdowns. You can not clean up a mess. It has to be it has to be reconceived, transformed, and transcended into another elevated creation. And so one of the questions it says is that you can ask yourself and reflect on is, what are the ways I can fully appreciate my biggest so-called mess right now? The way that I can appreciate my biggest so-called mess right now is applying the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that I have been asking for from spirit to my life right now. And I'm very thankful for that. And yes, it wasn't pretty, but guess what? It made me feel as though um, I did not betray myself, and I enforced my boundaries, and I have a voice. Okay. So ask yourself that same question. All right. So then this one is number 37. This one I have never pulled before, I've never seen before, so I'm very interested in what message this has to bring. Okay, it says, "You decided to wake up, or else why did you draw me? Ring, ring, ring. What if you left clues and signs for yourself as wake up calls for this lifetime, knowing you would fall asleep to your true mission? These symbols appearing in books, songs, movies, songs, colors, names, etc., are calling you. There's a reason you've been drawn to this cosmic journey right now, and drawing this card is the next jolt forward. Pay attention. Pay attention. What is real? We can dream while fully awake, but we have to choose to wake up first. You're both a dreamer, dream, or nightmare. Am I ready to wake up from? And then it says the cosmic checkbox. Make a list of signs, symbols, and synchronicities that, on second thought, could have been calls to yourself through your dream time. Ideally, create a folder in your phone or store photographic evidence and or record them in your cosmic journal. Interesting. So, very interesting. And I just wanted to let you guys know that I am doing life path numbers and personality numbers. Life path numbers to get you started on your path of what you came here to do. Um, my email is in the description box, and I hope that everybody's doing well. I hope that I nurtured your soul. I hope that you've gained some knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from spirit. As I said before, pay attention, and like that card just said, pay attention, because with everything going on that's distracting you, there's also a lot of beautiful people, beautiful things, beautiful symbols, beautiful synchronicities, and it's all about how you look at things in life. So if you can't find the good in even the bad things that happen, you know, um, and that just means it's a lesson. So the good in it is that you're being taught a lesson, and being taught is not a bad thing. Okay, it's helping you with your knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. So again, if it's something that's hurting you, you need to dig deep within to find out why it hurts. What's the triggers? What's the trauma? What do you need to change? Okay, and then pay attention. And again, if you, whatever your belief system is, pray and ask on it, meditate on it, you know, ask your spirit guides, ask your beloved ancestors before you go to sleep at night. Ask, please give me the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to understand why I'm going through these situations that I'm going through right now. Can you point me in the right direction and help me? Send somebody or something. You might come across this video and it make you, understand a lot and get you, back on task, right? So again, if you want to email me, I'm doing the life path um, reading and personality number, and my email is ctmluv333 at gmail.com. And you have a wonderful day. And I'm just sending love, peace, and love to you all.